Welcome to the Bosporan Kingdom campaign for Et Impera 1.2.8, and I was just rolling over the end turn in preparation for starting the video, and what's happened is this very small army has managed to come in and take BAM with this very damaged garrison, and I possibly could fight this and win it because we outnumber them. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to accept the auto resolve here, because what will happen is that will weaken them down a little bit more, and then we'll just move in with one of our main armies and take this back. So we're just going to accept this, and they're going to take it, and then we'll just go up and take it back again, and in theory that should wipe out these guys completely. Oh yeah, so and they've had to take this settlement back simply because they've lost their other primary settlement. Yeah, so the consequence of returned. Public will increase. We got our port settlement is under siege. It was under siege here. Missioning. So who's sieging us here? Here. Got idiots down here. And what I've got is my cavalry army here, which is we're in the winter, so we're gonna have to send this army up this way. Who is actually sieging me? Don't know. It's these guys. We'll just chase them away. In fact, I think what we will do is go after them. We'll see auto resolve on this. 75%. It means this army is going to get beaten up again. I think we'll just fight this very quickly. These guys are proving very difficult to beat. They seem to keep popping up and back time and time again. I mean, beyond their general, they've got no missile capability, so we should, and no cav either. So we're just gonna start deployment. Put our very kind of weak kind of stand here. Got our archer units there, but we do have for us is our cav. They're over there. And of course we've actually got these guys as well, so just notice they're over there, so we'll come up to about there. These behind. Put the sorts. Yeah. I'm just going to start the battle smooth. I think we'll go in offensively here. This game we're just going to play. But they've got one light missile infantry. We'll just move our troops into position. Like to get out of the trees. Actually, they've got 3 light missile units. Probably what gives them the edge. Move these guys forward. What we got here. Move the front line forward to keep them occupied. Take these guys out. Operations. Keep these guys moving in on them. What we're going to do is push these guys forward because they're the expendable mercenaries. Push these forward. General round the back there. General that way. You go after them. Operations. Right, the melee, medium melee troops. Yeah, but not for long. We got here. You focus fire on these. Bosporans, pin them down. Go in on the back of the general. Right, you guys have done your damage. You wage in on these. Right, they've collapsed. And we're just going to continue. Make sure we get all their units. Make sure they're all wiped out. I think that should be it. And quit battle, in battle. We lost 94, which means none of our units took substantial damage, and we only lost 1 to friendly fire, which should make a difference. And this should destroy this army down here. And down they go. So that's these guys gone. Of course, we're what's gone. And we need what we need is this guy to back into the city. We have to deal with these later on. I've got my artillery army here, which can fall back. What I want to do is this guy can't get to us. It's annoying. Right, we're going to pull this army back to about here. Yeah, actually, we'll pull you right the way back to here. Want to move you so you're still in this area here, because what we need to do is recruit some troops here and let them replenish. We need to move on to this area here. This area is reasonably well defended, but what I do want to find out is whether there's any Parthian armies in this area. We've also got my agent here. What's also happened is these guys have taken this provincial capital, which in some ways is fine, because what we're going to be doing now is focusing very much on pushing on Parthia, because they declared war on us in the last part. And we've got this army moving this way. I want you to this way, get into the city. This is a full strength army. As I say, I've got this army needs to replenish our siege army. What have you got here? You've got a couple of Bosporan guards. This army's got some cav. Well, my instinct is to get another of these. Let me just see what we get. I mean, these guys have got the better armor, and they're 10-19. I think what we'll do is we'll get a couple more of these, and then what we'll do is we'll pull out the Axemen and the Thracians, because they're not really that effective in a siege battle. And what that will do is give me a fairly strong front line. Actually, we've got 4. We need to replace 3 and 1 more. And we need 5, don't we? We just put in. So what we'll do is replace this army, pull these out. We can use these on another front, and then this army can get back into the front line again. And maybe this army we can send up some troops to replenish this army as well, because this army needs to be rebuilt. This is more of a field army, but at the moment it's going to have to be mainly in a defensive role. But we got our cav, this army here, to deal with these guys first. What else would we want here? I think what I would like to do is we're going to get a library started here, because I don't really feel that this is close enough to here, because we got this being built here, which will provide the motion that way. Over here we've kind of a little bit exposed now. Got this little army here that's just going to have to hang around in this area to take up the role of defending this whole front here. Although this front is pretty quiet at the moment, emphasis on for the moment. But we have got this army as well. In fact, let's just have a check where all my armies are. So what we've got is we've got 3 navies scattered around here by the look of it. We've got an army up here defending this border. We've got an agent down here checking out what the Romans are up to. We've got this army here. We've got this army here. So we've got quite a few armies here pushing on Parthia, but this is going to be a fairly tough battle going into there. A construction, we've got a wine trader in Gore, which we could take up again. It's the squalor here. If we take this up another level, that would give us an increase in public order. I mean, the public order here is good, but then we've got a lot of armies hanging around it. I'm not convinced that I really need to build something there just at the moment. We've got this here. What this will do, this will increase wealth and commerce at the price of 2 public order and 2 squalor. Public order isn't brilliant here. We've got the squalor protection, so I think what we'll do is we'll just take that up there. You guys are rock solid. You're good. Marder. You're okay. You're okay. You're good in... this is Gore. Bosporan. Palmyra. What do we get from here? That gives us another 400 at the expense of 4 public order. I can't see what the public order is. I think the public order is good here, so I think we'll spend the money on that, and then I can keep the rest of the money, because we're going to need to keep re-equipping these armies for what they want to do. There's part of me that says it'd be nice to take this up, but in theory in 16 turns we won't be here, or we shouldn't be here, and I think that's all we can do now. We're just going to go for an end turn. Oops, we got a lot of Valentine skills. We got this guy here. What can you do? I think we're coming this way. Certainly reduce our construction costs there. we've got, this is our heroic front line here. What can you have? I think in some ways this army is becoming more of a defensive kind of pacification type army, so I think maybe we'll give him a little bit of civilian stuff here. Allows for improvement in intellectual trait. I think we can forego the Empire maintenance at the moment. I think a little bit of public order and some tax rate will be a little bit more useful. And we're just going to go for an intern. Okay, need for cavalry. I think we're going to go for cavalry recruitment because I might need some replacement cavalry. Child has died. We've completed temple design. Mandatory missing taxes. We're okay. War declared. What's that? Galatia and the Pontiac usurpers. Knossos and Rome. And we certainly want to get that library underway here. That gets our empire maintenance down. Right. These guys have got absolutely no garrison whatsoever. This army could drive off these Yozos. I think we're probably going to need to do that. I was hoping my Cav army could get in and do the honours. Let me just... Where is... We need... This army can just move into position there. Just let me just see...
My skill, as you command. Can I be of more
Okay,
assistance?
what is our relationship with these guys? They like us or not? They do like us. See if we can... What we got here? We got military access, that's good. Because what I would really like to do is, the first settlement I take is this one. We could probably go up through Gaza with the siege army. Kind of move you as far as we can here. Send you up. And we're going to give you everything like that. I'll pull back that. Not those, sorry. I'm going to pull out these troops. They're too light really for a siege. That brings this army technically up to full strength. We're going to bring you back this way. I don't think, can you recruit anything here? Well, you've got some... Does this army need cav? Although technically these are going to be moving back through this area anyway. We get you up round here. Now, one of the problems of operating in this area, as you can see, is that we've got these two settlements here and we got this one here. And what you can see is the sheer size of the regions in this area that cause the problem. I think we've got to get rid of these guys, so we're going to come in here and just purify them completely with an auto resolve. And what that should do is get rid of these guys. You're dead. And we're just going to occupy military traditions. There we are. We finally destroyed them. They put up a pretty tough battle, but we got them in the end. And of course, they've undone all my good work here. We'll keep the game field for the moment. Actually, no, you're consuming food, so we'll do that. We could put food there. I mean, this place is never really going to be fantastic, but my instinct is let's just take another look at the options here. Public order -4 food, colony -12 food. I mean, this gives us -10 banditry. And this is the top of the pile. What was that there? We get here 800 for local commerce, public order, growth. Don't need growth. Income from trade tariffs. That's not bad actually. Sanitation. Well, we're going to put a sanitation building in here, so we don't really need that. Improvement of intellectual characters helps from decreasing. 36% research. Wow. There's part of me that says convert this to a healer, but we'd have to knock it down first. I think we'll knock this down, I think, and then we'll manage this in a different way, because we're gonna get rid of this guy. Again, we're just gonna. What's the auto resolve on this? 54%. $75. I think we're just going to go for the auto reserve there. Yep, thank you. Put you back in there. I know the Morians are not going to be particularly that happy with us, but that's the way it is. But we need to kind of defend against this lot here. Maybe we can be. What's these guys' attitudes towards us? They're hostile. Okay. If we can do something diplomatically with them. I don't really want to get into. Yeah. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to get a little bit of cash from them. We'll also offer them non-aggression. That might calm them down a little bit. Because I don't really want to get into a battle with these unless I have to. Because, or should I? My instinct is to push on Parthia. And Parthia's got an army there. So, yeah, this guy really needs more troops. We may have to hold this front line and deal with these guys. Quite magically, this garrison is a lot powerful than research to do. I can't remember what the research was. Let's see, need to capture enemy army retreats. Research complete. Temple design we got. So I've got a feeling temple design was here, which gives us the ability to take up settlements. I think at them now, what I'd like to do is get this done, because this will give us a little bit of a push all the way through, plus quite a big boost to Empire maintenance, and I think that's going to be something that I do need to get. So we're just going to go with that. And then what we're going to do is go for an end turn. Wow. In motions all across the board here at the moment. I've got this veteran here is kind of wasted, but at the same time he is bringing pump that in. And what we got here, security. What's he offering here? Well, we've got no problem with foreign culture. Just see. I think we'll pump that up a little bit. What else we got here? Spears of Ares. Wow. My elephants took a lot of damage. This guy, I want campaign movement range. Wow, he's a new boy. We have to keep an eye on him. I think we'll give him that. And I certainly would like to push up my military capabilities. I think that's all there is to it. Let me just... an intern. Okay, we've got a child is born. Another child is born. Got an increase in rank of our admiral. Subject gains notoriety. We're looking at this agent. What I'd like to do is send you into this. This area is actually owned by the Lugi. It's quite interesting. We're going to send you there. We've got completed construction over here. We need growth, which is the one that gives... I can never remember which one is the one that gives us growth. Fountain. So we need that there. We've certainly got an opportunity to take that up. What I do need to do now is work out what this army needs. You can stay just south of the border here. What we're going to do is just to emphasize to these idiots that we mean business. We're going to bring this cav army down here. Right, what does this army need? It needs a stronger front line, doesn't it? Because in fact, we need a lot more of a front line. So this army here needs to come back into here. Got a couple of frontline troops. What I need is a couple of the... Oh, okay, we're going to get... not enough manpower. Alright, we can get a couple of these. That would give us a bit more front line, a bit more infantry.
Ready for battle.
These mercenaries... Yes, that would give us a front line of 6, wouldn't it? Because we got... just see.
At your command.
No, we need... Can't recruit any more of those. I think if we actually remove you and recruit one of these, then they're not quite as good as these, but if we recruit one of those, that would give me a front line of 4
Ready for orders.
hoplites with 2 heavy spearmen. Then we'll have these guys that we can throw out on the outside. We've got a couple of heavy spearmen anyway, so we've got heavy... Yeah, so that actually... Oh, let me just look at this again.
At your command.
Sorry. I think what we'll do is we'll take a couple of this infantry.
Commander.
We got cav, a lot more cav than we should have. Yeah, I think that will work with these guys. Then we can bring in the axemen and everybody else as well. Right, we're going to bring this army up here. We'll move this agent round to here.
As a shadow.
We've got these guys kind of creeping round this side. I'm just going to see how powerful they are. See whether it's a cav army or not.
Is there nothing else?
Oh, look at this. Wow. Parthian cataphracts. Heavy infantry. Mercenary spearmen. Noble archers. Wow. Right, we're going to need to combine these two armies together to get rid of these guys first. We'll have to see where they're going to move to. If they get into this settlement, life could be a bit interesting. Is the... Okay. Yeah, we're setting up for a pretty good battle here, actually. These two armies. Just see what I could probably do with... What can you recruit here? What we're going to do is dump off these guys. And we're going to recruit some... for an armor. Really do with some heavy archers, but we got the artillery coming up here with this army, so we should be okay. We got somebody got notoriety. One of your magistrates is complaining about the deteriorating quality of wine. Quality, yes, because we are a quality area. She needs to go somewhere where they really like us. Glacier doesn't like us now as well. God knows why, but that's not that good news. Send you on that mission there. I don't think we can send anyone else out on missions. Just get rid of there. If not careful, we could end up fighting on two fronts with the AI, and I'm not really happy about that. Could really do with some more, a bit more of a bloodline in our family tree. Okay. I think I've got time for one more end turn, so here we go. Got unassigned skills. Probably one of our guy over here. You're going to go Empire Maintenance. We've got Province, Wealth, Public Order, Tax. I think we're just going to go that, just to keep pushing the research. Sorry, brain faded a little bit. So we'll just go for it. One more end turn, and that will be it, because I can't see us fighting any more battles. Looks like the Galatians have pushed in from their political has been wounded, returned empty-handed. Enemy wounded. That was okay. Mandatory unrest in Syria. Increase in rank. Nectar of the Gods. Local trade. 10% for more commerce. How is that's just a random event. Yeah, it looks very much like Galatia has now got this area here. I didn't really want to build this army up, but I think I probably need to. What can you recruit here? Got a massively big front line. I think we're going to bring this army up to strength. Just to send a very clear message to Galatia that we will defend our frontier if necessary. Right, this army can move there. We've got... what we need to do is move through here. I thought we had a free access.
Welcome, friend. Welcome. Come. Sit.
Okay, when did they cancel their what we call it? Okay, that's no good. We're gonna have to try and come in another way, but that means we're gonna have to come up through here, because I don't really want to annoy those guys. Okay, we're gonna have to bring our siege army this way. You're gonna have to stay there. And we'll just have to leave this guy to defend this flank. That's going to be a little bit annoying. You're going to have to come this way, which is a little bit annoying. You're going to have to move up effectively to defend Bam. And you're just going to have to sit here and try and look impressive. And what we'll have to do is bring this army over this way. I'm starting to think that we're going to need a military building in here. What we're going to get? We're going to go for a Hellenic outpost here. What that will do is it won't allow us to recruit much, but I just feel that we're going to be spending a lot of time fighting here, so much against my general feelings, I think we need some kind of military recruitment capability here. And yeah, that's annoying. I'm absolutely certain these guys allowed us military access. I mean, I could have literally started fighting these, but again, they've got a lot of horse archers and other capability. We just come in here. Construction reports. We've got irrigation ditches over here. Going to give us lots and lots of food. We got 47 food at the moment. Yeah, building up through here. Yeah. Because what I could do is a review of the different settlements in here now, because we've got that tier 4, haven't we? So we just come into here. We got a tier 4 here. What I'm looking for is faction wide benefits. Wow, that is pretty awesome. Silk, wow. This is in Mesopotamia. What's the public order here? Is brilliant. It's going to cost us 8,000. It's going to increase the squalor. We got spare potential for squalor. Oh yeah, I think we're going to go with that. I mean, that doubles the income. Yeah, I think we'll drop that in Odessa. Right, we got. This is food. This one's not quite so good. It's garrison of 15, 14. This will give us a little bit more garrison on this front line, but not much else. We got what we got here. We've already got the +2 public order for all provinces, so that doesn't give us there. It just gives us a tiny little bit of smidge. Okay, we've got copper here. This gives us 395. This gives us 307. 120 copper. For some reason the research rate disappears. No, we're not going to go for that. So we're going to check out the gold. 845. That boost isn't as good as it was. A little bit of squalor. Gives us another 1 growth. A little bit straight cash input. It gives garrison at 15. What's the... You've got the spare sanitation. And we've got the public order. I think we'll push that up for a bit of extra cash. That doubles our research rate. For what that does, it free food, 2 public order, and 1 squalor. Yeah, I think we're going to go that just for that extra research rate. So if we got any more glass in here, we got up here, we've got 7 food. I think we can live without that. Kind of empire maintenance now is, we got 20. I think I can take this down now. We're going to remove this. We don't need it anymore, so we're going to just get rid of you, and then we can put another building in here that will give us a little bit more wealth. Public order and sanitation. This takes the sanitation right off the charts, doesn't it? We got this to take up as well, haven't we? So we're going to be okay. Right, wood is always a good shot as well. Let me just see. 150 timber. 3% research rate. There we are. See, look, plus 15% wealth from all regions. So what we got now? That gives us another 5% wealth from all regions. Or 3 extra food. I think it's 1 public order and 1 extra squalor. I think we're certainly going to go with that. Make sure we've got. I don't really do a lot in the way of industry. Plus 25% wealth from industry, all regions. Wow, that's 15%. Wow, that is pretty awesome. I kind of like that actually. There's a timber trade camp. Yeah, I think we're going to go with the timber trade camp here as well. What we got here? Plus 2 public order per turn. I think we've already got that, haven't we? Wealth. We've got plus 25% wealth from all sources. This is going to take us a little bit. 2 public order, extra 3 food, and an extra squalor. I think we're going to be okay. We're going to take this up as well. This gives us the extra research rate again as well. So I think we'll take that up as well. Scythia, I don't think you've got much to offer. You just got a little bit of extra growth, but then we're just sorting that out there. So that building spree is going to cost us a lot of money, but over time that is going to work out for us. Yeah, that's my cav army. And we got you here refurbishing. We might be stuck with these guys. No, we're not, because we're building a barracks in here. It's only going to be 4 turns, so all we got to do is just keep these guys frightened away for 4 turns. And this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.